Oh, of course it's Blumhouse, damn it. Why is it always Blumhouse? Yes, I know they were behind Whiplash too. Fuck off. Jeff Wadlow. Cool. The Great. Oh god. I mean, it's at least unique that... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, it's at least unique they're doing it as one shot, but then they cut. Oh god, this soundtrack. Immediately such a cliche, stereotypical soundtrack. All like tribal drums and shit. What is she hiding? Behind an open desk? Are you kidding me?
Calm down, I know where you are. Stay there. I will send help.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ugh.
You have to hurry. You have to hurry. You have to hurry.
We are...
It will all be fine, Mrs. Madison.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Wait.
How did you know my name?
How do you know my name?
Are you fucking kidding me? It's 2020. Oh no, Mr. Rourke. Oh, of course, Blumhouse's Fantasy Island. Holy crap, they have no shame. Jesus, that's the opening? I know I said in my last video review that I considered moving on to the remake of Poltergeist in 2015 starring Sam Rockwell, but I came across a horror gem that was just too precious to miss. This gem is called Fantasy Island, and is apparently a reimagination prequel of a once popular television series by the same name. I was unaware of this until after my viewing, and I still do not care. The film had a budget of $7 million, which is more money than any of us will ever see in our lifetimes, and it actually made $40... made $40. And it actually made $40. Oh god. And it actually made $40 million more than that from the box office, releasing on Valentine's Day of 2020 for some reason. The film was written and directed by Jeff Wadlow, a man behind only piss-poor products commonly under Blumhouse Productions, of course, and Kick-Ass 2, I guess. Fantasy Island is the absolute worst film I have seen in so many years. Not the worst film I've ever seen, period, but fuck me. I truly could not believe that this was the case. Every facet of this film is executed so inexcusably shittily. The cinematography is shit, cliche shots of spooks over people's shoulders and disgusting zooms on imposing events. The soundtrack immediately caught me off guard, due in part because it was composed by Bear McCreary, the man who only 2 years ago delivered the excellence that was the soundtrack to God of War 2018, and also due to the fact that it is the most cartoonish, stereotypical horror soundtrack that you could think of. I was honestly astonished experiencing such a thing from a product in 2020, which I can say for every other flaw that this film bears. The editing is unacceptably mediocre, using distractingly constant cuts to other shots, shattering any prospect of proper pacing behind the events that unravel in this film, and making anything digitally added look like a cut-and-paste JPEG from a tutorial of 3D modeling software from 2003. The writing is abysmal. Each and every character has the worst dialogue I have seen in so long, failing to flesh out a single one of them, truly. Exposition incessantly beats down ever so clumsily, like an idiot holding your hand and pointing out the obvious because he thinks that you are as stupid as he is. Cheap and strikingly dated jokes run rampant through the almost 2-hour runtime of this revolting shit show. Production was hardly of note, mediocre in many points, and simply less than exceptional in all others. Oh no. Oh god, I hate him. Michael Rooker? I love him. Damn it.
Smiles.
You're not smiling. He walked in and explicitly said smiles, and he just kept... Whatever.
Yo.
Oh,
Hello.
God.
Oh my.
God, you can immediately tell what kind of movie this is gonna be.
It was so
Well, I thought
loud
that was
in there,
Matthew
Patrick.
Fox for a second.
Brag about us online when you get home.
Marketing 101.
Shut
I'm
the
Julia,
fuck
the
up.
You guys high five a lot?
Oh, God.
Mr. Work service. It's not everything is possible.
God damn it. Just give me a movie where the characters are fucking likable at all. There he is! God, I really hope you're a likable guy, Rooker.
Wow, I can't believe you get to bring me. Come on, it would be a dream vacay without my baby bro. Right?
God. No, not Bear McCrit, the God of War guy? Are you kidding me? The soundtrack sucks, and we are 6 minutes in. Is that... I think that's Johnny Utah from Whiplash. Because Jason Blum just reached out to him again. Oh, that was subtle. Oh, I guess he's a veteran, whatever. Oh, that's cool. Oh, this was absolutely the right choice.
A place where anything and everything is possible.
You guys gonna make out?
Is that your life is about to change forever. I hope you're ready.
Oh my god, this sucks. They're still doing credits? Are you... For fuck's sake, will you stop? I love how immediately shitty every facet to this film is. Holy crap. The film just started. How long is this? 2 hours. God damn it. So, we're 10 minutes in. I know I keep saying that. That's because it's astonishing. Wow. Oh, wow. This is real.
Hey man, my brother's talking to you. That's me, I'm his brother. Wait. Hello. You guys...
You boys can always take Patrick's bungalow, and you can bungalow with me.
Maybe it's like LARP. Live action role playing. It's actually pretty fun. So I've heard from like...
God damn it.
I promise. The only thing in those drinks is the finest imported rum. Good evening. I am Mr. Rourke, the ambassador to your deepest desires. Let me...
Thank you, Mr.
They chose
Rourke.
Michael
We were all just
Pena
discussing
to
how
be
this
the
works.
evil mastermind of
You
this
will
horror
soon
film.
enough. Only the island knows. I am but its humble steward.
So when does this all begin?
After a good night's rest.
Is this
Well,
Lost?
If you need me, just pick up any phone. Enjoy your evening.
Oh, we will.
I can't believe this. I feel like this is one of those Adam Sandler things where, like, they just made this film as an excuse to party on, like, some Hawaiian island or some shit. This
is some good weed.
Oh, this is gonna be a rough one. This is gonna be a real rough one. Jesus. The fact that I'm still reeling in shock with every passing minute of this film so early on astonishes me.
You wrote, happiness and I aren't exactly compatible. Now mistakes and regrets.
Oh, that's a stupid thing to say.
I'm sorry, is this a therapy session or vacation?
Oh, this sucks.
We met, I was kind of in a dark place.
Oh, they're playing
At
sad
our
music.
one-year anniversary dinner.
Like we're supposed to give a shit.
I do some good. See some action.
But you didn't?
Well, there was an incident. Got stuck behind a desk. When this came around, I figured...
This is not how people talk.
Even if it's just...
You're worried your fantasy sounds stupid. Just wait until you hear it. Revenge on a childhood bully.
Wait, you got bullied?
I was a very late bloomer, built like a small boy. So when the most popular girl in school decided to make me her favorite target, I didn't take it well, though I'm not
Stop
sure how
cutting.
you're supposed to take
Stop
the
cutting
bucket
back to
full of
him.
water
My
from
God.
an 8th grade dance.
That's terrible.
For fuck's
I had a lot
sake.
of anxiety, so my mom, she forced me to
You,
go see this
God.
AKA Dr. Torture. Sometimes he talks so much, I just want to staple his mouth shut. Anyway, Dr. Torture, he
What the hell was that?
to classmates that I wanted to connect
Stop cutting like
with.
this.
Exercise,
Oh my
and
God,
one day,
stop.
Sloan,
This is
one
so
day,
amateur.
stole the letters
It is
and then
2020.
plastered them all over the
Nobody
cafeteria.
should be
Yeah, I was
behaving this way.
branded psycho stalker. I just want to feel what it's like to be on the other end. I mean, obviously,
Stop
the fantasy
cutting.
would be
Oh
real,
my
but
God.
that's
In the meantime, feel free to do push-ups or crunches, squats maybe.
No, it's okay. He knows about Sloan. I'm owning it.
So, soundtrack to God of War, amazing. Same guy, this soundtrack, which is piss poor. It's not entirely, I'm not gonna say it's Bear's fault, but... And this was after God of War, because God of War was 2 years ago.
She looks better than Tupac.
Wow, that's the tagline to this film. She looks better than Tupac.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
Oh shit.
No, that's set to private. You could see the video was set to only me. Nobody else could see it. No, the video was set to private.
Swollen? What the hell is this? Oh, is that Greg? Did you say something?
Oh my god.
Why would this be how he reacts?
But I didn't think you would actually kidnap her.
God. Holy crap, there is nothing good about this film. We're already a half hour in. Wow, I really thought this, like, it feels like it's gonna be so much longer, but it's kind of blazing by because it sucks. I mean, you'd expect the opposite. Oh, is this gonna be like the most dangerous game? I love how Blumhouse was so proud of this film that they called it Blumhouse's Fantasy Island. Wow, he was not hiding. He was standing directly in the light, so open. Oh god, not these guys. I forgot about that. No.
Have fun with your boy toy Alejandro last night?
I do not need a shot of him.
We boned.
So you're finally over Jenny now?
Jenny who?
Cass?
We'll see you in a bit.
What? What kind of pool is this?
Little bro, buddy. Listen,
Is she
I think that
Jesus?
weed's got- Oh, come on. Let's see what other swag this house has.
Ah!
It was a very intimidating group of Girl Scouts. 14?
Oh my god. I hate when movies do that, where they just cut to a story and it's supposed to be like all relatable.
But you make me think about the future.
Ripley, stop. Stop. Ripley, stop. I don't care. I do not care.
Baby. No way.
Bling,
Bling! Oh, shoot, wait, I was late. Do it again. Okay.
Don't.
Bling!
Don't. I hate this. I hate this.
It's the reboot.
This sucks.
Yeah, man. Gotta spend that Bitcoin on something.
Like garages next to their armories?
Wow.
Oh, yippee-ki-yay. Yes,
Shut
please.
the fuck up.
God!
I hate you. Show me some more blood, please. What the hell? Okay, pussy. Wanted to enlist my ass. God, he gets a bullet grazing his shoulder and he just passes out. Oh man. Heavy breathing, shredded, scary dentist. That's totally what he is. Or like a surgeon, I guess. Why would he be shredded? Okay. What?
No, wait!
Did I miss something? Was that a character they mentioned earlier? Wow. That was bad.
Here.
Yeah, get a good shot. That's cool. I love how he has an old phone.
Meredith?
Oh my god.
What? Did they make you wear that?
I'm so sorry. Look, I don't know how we both
Wow.
ended up here, but you got us out of that hellhole.
Unless your fantasy is to die, you better come with me.
That is the stupidest line I have ever heard in a film. Unless your fantasy is to die, you'd better come with me. Yes, there's Blackwater that matters, I guess. Okay. Oh yeah, you. God, they spend so much time on these people that I just forget about all the other ones.
It's got a nickname. What is it?
Why don't you tell me?
Yeah, that's the point.
Patch.
Why would you have him?
It was raining. You
refused his mama's umbrella.
His mama's umbrella.
True, I said that I wanted to be a soldier, but I guess what I really wanted was to see you again. Somehow the island knew. You died saving your men on a classified
They're really
mission.
glossing over this. He's really accepting all of this as gospel.
Oh, it is real. You said yes to Alan, so you're married. Looks like a lovely ceremony.
He just proposed last night.
You say yes to Alan, so you're married. That was a great line delivery.
See for yourself.
With pictures on her phone that she already thinks aren't real.
The island has great powers. I first heard of its legend many, many years ago. A place where anything is possible. I was obsessed. She died before we arrived.
This is basically Lost.
When I finally discovered this place, I wished for her.
But shitty.
Mommy, come play.
Wow. Great delivery, kid. Thank you. Mommy, come play.
Wrap it up, Sergeant.
Oh, this is a great movie.
Hey, LT, over here. Good job.
Oh, I hope these pictures don't come into play later on in the film. Wow. The editing. I need to see how much this movie made. Okay.
One of you is going to
Was that supposed to be a reveal?
What? You know why, Mommy. I need chairs for my house.
What the hell was that? What? We have just under an hour left of this shit. It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Tell them why you come.
You don't understand. Mr. Rourke!
Well, that scene didn't really propose anything. Nothing happened. Okay. Okay. What the hell? Well, that was bad.
What's wrong?
Why would... That was so you see a charred person staring right at you in front of you. Someone says, "What's wrong?" Why would you turn to them and then look back, saying nothing? Why wouldn't you keep looking at the person and speak to them, or say, "This is what's wrong. This sucks."
Turn him into a black-eyed zombie like it did my daughter.
Damn it. Yes, snakes.
Yeah? Julia.
The bloody handkerchief. God. Oh, that is fantastic. Why wasn't your fantasy to get there a little bit earlier? It's all connected. And the neighbor was the boyfriend of the bitchy girl with the phone, I guess.
Oh boy, this ain't your fantasy, asshole.
Oh, this sucks. Wow.
He saved us
Yes.
so we could get off this island.
Yes. What were you explaining that to the audience? He saved us so that we could get off this island. We've been watching the whole time.
That's why you're my hero. You did something.
Wow,
I could never
really?
do.
Wow. None of you are like taking cover or anything. They're all just standing there shooting at one guy. You have a gun. Why don't you help him? You're just standing there screaming. God, this is so stupid. I hate this. I have a real bad feeling that it's all gonna be connected at the end. Like, I got a real bad feeling that that is
We'll deal with it.
the case. It seems like a pattern. Why can't I never let myself watch a good horror movie. This is the worst film I've seen in a long time. I'm not even joking. This This is so irredeemably bad. Like, I'd love to do more reviews of good horror films, but I mean, you can't record commentary for a film that I enjoy, because I don't think anyone would be entertained by listening to me just go, oh man, this is so good. Or just sitting in silence because I actually like it. To be fair, my first reviews didn't have any commentary, and most of them were positive, so... Wow, he is not putting up a fight. God, he was so clearly just crouching into the water, trying to make it look like a struggle. I hate that. That's so stupid. What is that supposed to do? Is that supposed to put me on edge? Because it doesn't. That was so bad. Jesus Christ. What was that, a JPEG? Oh, this sucks.
You are not real.
I will never be you again.
God damn it. Stop doing that. Just let things happen.
Nick deserves better. Nick deserves justice.
Melanie.
Wait, that doesn't... Hold on.
Don't you mean psycho?
This doesn't make sense. Then why did she have the fantasy about her? Why did she have the fantasy about her bully the whole time? And then react like, oh my god, I didn't know this was real. For no one? No, but really, why, if this whole thing was hers, if this whole thing was one elaborate fantasy for Melanie, then why did she set up her own other one? Nobody else was there. So her reaction was supposed to be genuine, but now they're like, oh no, let's just retcon it.
You have to let her go.
Oh, this is so stupid. What's happening in the other room right now? Has Melanie not killed them all by now? Because that would be really great. Well, that was lazy. Just cut to her not being there. Whatever. That's it? Okay. I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate you. I knew it. I knew it. God damn it, you unsubtle fucking idiot. God damn you.
Lost a bet to get the dumbest ink ever. Of what? Welcome to Fantasy Island, Tattoo.
That's fine. That's not an embarrassing tattoo at all. They were trying to make that this whole thing, but it doesn't matter. Who cares? Oh, God. Fuck you. Okay. Well, I'm out. I simply don't understand the point of this film, and I'm aware that I say this often, but it genuinely seems like a product that they just devised simply out of boredom and desire for profit. There is no art to be found here, no inspiration, certainly no necessity, no passion at all whatsoever. This is barely fun to even watch ironically. It's just so evident that the director isn't even trying, and frankly, neither is anyone else. There was maybe one brief scene or two that wasn't entirely garbage, but nothing worth offering praise. I truly cannot offer praise to a single element of the film. Everything was done to a degree far beyond amateur, and it is simply unacceptable. This is the first film I've tagged as a 3 out of 10, and it is worth the badge of last place in any race. It is such a waste of time, resources, and a hell of a lot of money. It will never taint my library again.